Starting a car seems so simple, but a few bad habits can ruin the engine. They silently steal your peace of mind. They shorten your car's lifespan. These habits cost you a lot of money. Want your car to last 1,000,000 miles, you must get rid of these 10 mistakes. We'll start with the most damaging ones. These are the mistakes most people ignore. Mistake 1, giving it gas right after starting. Many think revving up warms the engine fast, but the oil is still in the oil pan. The protective film on parts has not formed. Every small rev means metal, scraping metal. This leaves behind tiny scratches called scuffing. Over time, this creates grooves, increasing oil consumption. Engine knocking sounds may appear sooner. An F-150 owner revved before driving. At 65,000 miles, the engine rattled badly. The rebuild bill was nearly $6,000. Japanese taxi drivers, in contrast, idle their engines. They keep the RPMs below 2,000. This is for the first few miles. Their engines last a very long time. The right way is very simple. Start the engine, watch the RPMs drop, let the oil circulate evenly everywhere. Then move gently without speeding up. Don't kill your engine to save a minute. Mistake 2, ignoring the diesel glow plug light. Diesel engines don't have spark plugs. The fuel ignites from high compression heat. The glow plug heats the combustion chamber. This is vital when it's cold. When you turn the key on, a yellow coil light appears. This means the system is preheating. Starting immediately causes incomplete combustion. This results in shaking white smoke and soot. A fleet in Michigan had to replace glow plugs. The driver's haste almost doubled the repair schedule. A Ram 2500 owner spent around $2,000. His glow plug control module failed from a bad start. The free fix is simple. Turn the key on and wait for the light. Listen for a gentle pump hum. Then and only then should you start. When it's very cold, repeat the on-off cycle. A few seconds of patience gives you a smooth start. Mistake 3, starting with a weak or dying battery. A weak battery causes voltage to drop. The starter has to draw more current. The cables and solenoid get very hot. Connections become burned and scorched. The ECU gets confused and creates errors. A Forester was towed to the garage. Its voltage dropped below 9 volts while starting. Mercedes stalled on the highway. Its old battery had lost its capacity. The alternator then has to work overtime. Its bearings and diodes fail early. The safety rule is to check your battery. Do this at least 2 times a year. Check the eye, measure the CCA. Replace the battery every 4 to 5 years, even if it still seems to work. A small battery test saves hundreds of dollars. Don't let a winter morning become a tow truck call. Mistake 4, starting on nearly empty. The electric fuel pump sits submerged in the tank. Fuel cools and lubricates the pump itself. When the fuel is low, the pump sucks air. The rotor heats up and wiring ages fast. Sediment gets stirred up from the bottom. The fuel filter clogs and injectors spray poorly. An Accord in California wouldn't start one morning. Diagnosis of burned fuel pump. The repair bill was about $500. A Wrangler jerked on the highway. Sediment had blocked one of its injectors. The golden rule: keep the tank over 1/4 full. Fill up before any long trip. If you do run out, turn the key to on. Let the pump prime for a few seconds. Repeat this 2 to 3 times to clear air. Then you can finally start. Don't ignore the fuel gauge. It protects your pump filter and injectors. Mistake 5, not waiting for the fuel pump to prime. On fuel-injected cars, the pump primes. It pressurizes the rail for a few seconds. Going straight from off to start is bad. The engine turns over without enough fuel pressure. This causes weak spray and slow starts. It wears out the starter and drains the battery. A Silverado owner never waited for the prime. Every winter his car started with a rough crank. Another Kia Sorento needed a new starter. It failed early at only 40,000 miles. The right way, turn the key to on. Listen for a hum for 1 to 2 seconds. Then turn it off and repeat the cycle. This is especially good on cold days. Then start the engine decisively. This small step helps the engine fire immediately. It reduces smoke and protects many parts. Sufficient pressure first, then start. Mistake 6, starting without pulling the handbrake. On flat ground, consequences are rare. On a slope, your car could roll away. Manual cars drag the transmission when in gear. The starter has to turn the whole drivetrain. An SUV rolled into a concrete pillar. The driver forgot to pull the handbrake. A driver in New York lightly tapped another car. The accident cost him over $1,000. The 1-second habit check P divided by N, then press brake. Pull the handbrake before hitting start. After starting, keep your foot on the brake. Check that the brake warning light is on. Then you can lower the brake and shift gears. The right pull of the handbrake is free insurance. Mistake 7, not pressing the clutch on a manual. When you don't use the clutch, the gearbox is connected. Cold oil creates lots of drag resistance. The starter has to spin the entire gear assembly. In cold weather, this drag increases exponentially. The starter and gear teeth wear out early. A BMW E30 went through 2 starters. The owner never used the clutch during winter. A Canadian driver forgot to shift to neutral. His car jumped and hit the garage door. The proper ritual, press the clutch all the way. Hold the brake and then start the engine. After it's stable, slowly release the clutch. This simple action protects your entire system. Mistake 8, starting with lights, a divided by C and seat heat on. The moment you start is when the battery works hardest. Turning on accessories makes the voltage drop. The alternator then has to work overtime. Diodes and bearings get hotter than normal. A Texas owner thought his alternator was dead. It turns out he turned on his seat heat every morning. A Florida sedan's battery died after just a few months. He always turned his A divided by C on max right after starting. The rule is start first, accessories second. Turn off all extra loads before you shut down. This gives the starter full power the next morning. After a stable start, turn things on as needed. This extends the life of your battery and alternator. Mistake 9, driving immediately, not idling briefly. Time-conscious drivers want to go right away, but oil needs a few seconds to circulate. Leaving immediately causes dry friction on parts. Invisible wear builds up very quickly. A commuter in Chicago just started and drove off. At 80,000 miles, his Civic's engine started rattling. The repair bill was almost $6,000. In Minnesota, many drivers are more disciplined. They idle for 20 to 30 seconds or more when very cold. They drive gently for the first 3 to 5 miles. The golden rules start, wait for stable RPM. Then roll out gently, keeping the RPM low. A brief idle plus gentle driving is all you need. Mistake 10, using a cheap, cracked, or poor quality key. Cheap aftermarket keys use low quality blanks. The transponder chip might not be up to standard. The immobilizer will malfunction and confuse the ECU. A Corolla owner was stuck because his key locked it. He had to tow his car and get a new one programmed. The whole ordeal cost him around $600. In another case, the ignition lock wore out. A brittle key blank was the culprit. A Mazda owner lost almost $800 to fix it. Signs of a bad key, cracked loose casing, or intermittent starts. The safest bet, always keep 2 original keys. Get a spare from the dealer or a reputable locksmith. This simple step can save you a lot of trouble. Starting correctly takes only a few seconds. It gives you hundreds of thousands of smooth miles. Practice this discipline every single day. Wait for the prime, check all the lights. Prioritize your oil and your electricity. Then you can move gently and smoothly. If this was helpful, please follow the channel. Hit the bell icon so you don't miss anything. Protecting your beloved car is very important.